Hey YouTube, how's it going? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out Truly Divine's channel, what is up? I am Amy. If you're returning, welcome back. Definitely a great message, to say the least, for Tuesday, November 5th. With that, let's get started. So Oracle card says surrender stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Perfect. All right. Overall, I feel like what is happening today is that you have some people around you who are lying to you. They're very deceitful. I've been getting this moon card for a lot of the monthly readings this month. So just be cautious of those that are surrounding you in your environment, those who are talking to you. If you feel like listen to your intuition. If something within you feels like this person's not like if your radar is going off, if this person just doesn't seem to be who they actually say they are, then be very cautious today, because I feel like people can say all the right things and people could portray themselves to be all the right things, but if their actions aren't backing it up, then you need to be cautious of that. So, you have a lot of anxiety right now. You have a lot of fears going on, and I feel like that's because of what you have been through in the past. So just keep an open mind today, but do be careful about who's around you. So you do have some burdens going on with you. I feel like you have some stuff going on in your life, and you literally feel like the world is on your shoulders. You literally feel like you have no help. But what I'm feeling is that you need to release that. You need to ask for help where it is needed. You need to dish out what you need to dish out. Not carry so much. Like, not everything has to be all on you. So if you need help today with the 10 of Wands, I suggest you ask for help, especially when it comes to like chores around the house, like those who have kids. Like, get your kids out there, do what they need to do, and so you're not running around with your head cut off like a chicken. All right. There's going to be a tower moment today. I feel like what is going on is that you guys just need to let it fall, let it happen. Whatever is leaving your life is leaving your life for a reason. That is God's protection. People are who they are. You can't change them. So this is a lesson learned. I feel like something's just crashing and burning. I feel like someone is walking away, either walking away from you or you're walking away from them. You're like, you know what? I don't even want to listen to this anymore. I don't even want to deal with this. You can go do you, I'm going to do me. And clearly we understand and know that we aren't right for each other, but it's going to be some type of separation, some type of loss, maybe a breakup. But know that it is happening. Like, I feel like it's literally happening for a reason. Like, Spirit's coming down and saying, this is the end of this. There's no more of this. You can't do this anymore. So it may hurt. You may be angry. You may feel like, what is going on? But just know that you will be okay. 6 of Cups coming up, because I feel like some of you today could be just walking down memory lane, looking at your childhood. I don't really sense a bad feeling from this card today. It's more of revisiting the past, it could be as far back as when you were a baby, your preschool, your elementary school, high school, college, university, whatever. But I do feel like you have been taking a step back and just looking at, patterns maybe, or, cycles. Maybe you just realize that it's not just recently. Maybe you've been going through something that's been a couple of years, and you took a step back, and now you're seeing these patterns come to light. That could be what's going on today. But it's like you were once happy and you want that happy back. You want those happy feelings. So I feel like now is the time to give out and receive, because what you put out into the universe, guys, is what you're going to get back. So get in touch with your inner child today. Some of you could be finding out you're pregnant. So just be careful about that. Nothing bad. Babies are blessings. But if that's not what you want, then you go from there. And the 6 of Cups always talks about like your own children. So some of you who already have children, it's kind of just looking at your children, wanting the best for them. And I feel like that is what the message of today is like you're sitting there and you're thinking about like, how can I make my children's life better? How can I make my children feel more loved? Maybe you don't say it enough. Maybe you need to do something more with your kids, but it's just about keeping that line of communication open today, because not everyone knows 24/7 what's going on with their kids. So I feel like open, especially with social media being so like out there now, like crazy generations, but just be cautious of your surroundings. Queen of Swords, a lot of you are very independent right now. A lot of you are just working on you. A lot of you are keeping yourselves grounded and focused on the bigger picture. You're not settling for half-assed people or half-assed relationships. You're not even settling for half-assed dates. It's like you're either in this or you're not in this. I'd rather wait for, the right guy than to keep putting myself out there. Like a lot of you just took yourself off the market and you said, you know what, like it's not even worth it anymore. I'm going to leave it to God, kind of the same way that I'm doing it. But it's just like, you know what, you're just really confident where you're going and it's a beautiful thing. And I feel like it's going to pay off because the Lover's here. So I feel like you might meet someone, you might talk to someone today, you might have some type of communication. And I feel like the person coming towards you is very genuine. I feel like they do have a really good head on their shoulders. They're going in the right direction. This person's probably not going to be someone that you're used to dating, but you know what? Sometimes that's the blessing in disguise is that, God is giving you someone that normally you wouldn't date, but they turned out to be exactly what you need and what you want. All right. So beautiful reading for you guys. So let's get into your oracle cards. So you guys got Avenor, make peace with your past. The rower sitting in her boat can only see from where she has come as she surges forward. When Avenor presents, it is time to gain perspective and an understanding of the role your past has played in the direction you are heading today. Are you able to appreciate the beauty of where you have come from and let that guide you into the future? Or are you focused on problems, mistakes, and disappointments and letting them forge your direction? As you strike out in the pursuit of more, Avenor reminds you to contemplate that more will never be meaningful and fulfilling until you truly embrace and unconditionally appreciate where you have come from in all of its purifying pain and gently glory. Avenor is a healing card. It's time to make peace with your past. You know what? I'm just going to label that. I just like that. I just like that whole reading, that whole thing right there. All right. The girl in Avenue emerges from her journey along a dark, stormy sea, her hair still beaving the waves she rode as she was guided into this moment by her past. She trusts her gut. The tree of her life grows from her core experiences. Radiant and brave, she confidently faces an unknown future by anchoring herself in the present moment. In doing so, she embraces her life journeys without judgment. She does not regret the past nor fear its weight or legacy. She has learned to see it for what it is, essential for her growth. As you face your challenges today, embrace your past, climb high, be brave and bold. Unconditionally, the past lifts you up. The tree of life is yours to climb. Trust it. Beautiful. Okay. Second card says double. The key is within your grasp. What you seek is within your grasp. As with all, yes, there are adjustments. Release yourself from a lingering mental prison of fear that you are not enough, that you are not worthy. You have the right key. Don't doubt it. It's time to be grateful for your teachers, even the ones whose lessons you didn't necessarily like. Past lovers, past employees, bullies, cyber stalkers all had lessons to teach you. Incredibly, when you meditate on gratitude for these lessons, the struggles around you dissipate. The key to opening the rest of your life hovers within the gaps. It's yours to use. The girl of Dobler fiercely breaks through the glass ceiling and grabs the potent symbol of her getting of wisdom, the golden key. Tears of blood are shed, residues of past pains and losses reflected in the carved face on the entryway above her are now transformed into power and assertiveness. If this card is drawn at a time you are seeking to step up into the next widely acknowledged level of success, whether it be career advancement, passing a test, being accepted into an institute of learning, this card indicates that the answer is yes. Solitude, alone but not lonely. Introspection is the key now. Take time away from others. The answers are within you. Explore the concepts of self-nurture, self-value, self-truth. Are you treating yourself gently, or are you rough and impatient with yourself? Solitude isn't loneliness. It's an opportunity to pause and allow the entire serene universe to wrap its arms around you. So when you have this space to be hugged by life. The butterfly kisses the maiden's shoulder, a tender reminder that after a period of darkness, a cocooning of the senses, a glorious winged creature emerges from the chrysalis and is free to explore and delight in herself and others. A new leaf shoots from her thumb. In yoga, the thumb represents fire and universal consciousness. From periods of quiet solitude, fresh inspiration and motivation can emerge. Interesting. Okay, guys, last one. Translucence. Love the darkness. It's time to enter the underworld. You have been existing on the superficial plane for too long, and a balance is required. Be like the goddess Persephone, who descended to the underworld in the patriarchal myth. It is said she was stolen by Hanes, but this is not true. The Maiden of Transluce has her eyes closed like the Fool of the traditional tarot deck. This is the card signifying the beginning of life's next magical adventure. She is letting go, and her winged bird steed and preparing to plunge into the cracked earth opening up before them. The forest branches beckon, come this way. When Translucence appears, it is also time to redefine your own perimeters. Protect your sanctuary and willingly take the journey into the unknown. Inner verse of you. Feathers are shedding, the hand is beckoning. Take the journey. This card is saying it is time to fall in love with the darkness. Alright, guys. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully it makes sense. Hopefully it helps. You guys let me know down in the comments. Hit that like button. Well, smash that like button. Love that like button. Comment down below. Put your notification bell on. Share. What else? And subscribe. Alright. So I'm sending you guys all love and light. You guys take care of yourself for Tuesday, and I'll see you guys again soon.